Alright guys, welcome back to another video. This is Shot Visuals, and today I'll be showing you how I shot the loop video for an artist that I've been working with. His name is NJ, or Noah. We shot this at an Airbnb not too far, like in the city, and we got it for like a pretty good deal. Hit him up. I wanted to make this vision come to life, and I'm pretty sure I did just that in this video. This is probably one of the best videos I've ever made, to be honest. So I'm just gonna show you guys how I kind of like lit the scene, what I did in editing, lighting wise, composition, all of that. So let's get into it. So the camera I use here is the Canon EOS R. The lens that I use is the Surrey 35mm anamorphic. This thing is an absolute beast. I'm so sad that I had to get rid of all of my Canon stuff because I can't use that lens anymore. I have a Sony FX3 right now, fully rigged out. You know what I'm saying? This thing is so heavy, but I got a couple stuff going on right now. Originally, when I first started this B&B, I was like, yeah, this is gonna work because the light is gonna be coming from the window, shining on him, and then we got this window right here. Also kind of backlighting his jacket here, his hoodie. And then you also have a really nice like hair light that's going on right here. Kind of just lighting him, making it look all dramatic and cinematic. I know I'll be using that word a lot, but you know, it's the only way I can describe it. But in this scene right here, let me just go back. In this scene right here, I had Conrad throw up a light bouncing off of the wall, kind of filling in his face, because originally I thought like his face was a little too dark for me, and turns out I actually really ended up liking that like moody look without the light, so we kind of just ran with it. If you guys are wondering, the Surrey anamorphics naturally don't have this like barrel distortion on the side and the fall off. I had to add that in post. Just did like I actually made a video on this, so if you guys want to go watch that, it's gonna be right here in the top right corner. But yeah, I just added like some radio blur around the edges, kind of make it kind of look like a Panavision lens almost. But yeah, this is pretty much it for this scene. I kind of just had him bouncing back here and there. Light coming in from the window, hitting his jacket right here, giving him a nice little edge light around the edges of his hair. And then I also like the brick texture on the background. I really like fuck with this a lot because you got brick right here and then you got like a white wall. Really good composition work for me. So in this scene right here, this one's pretty interesting. I wanted to replicate moonlight and was kind of like make it look like midnight. So what he did, he went by a window over here and he put up I think like 2 mini Pavo tubes and just set them to like I think like 2400 Kelvin, and then he just had that like kind of coming through the little window right here, and then we diffused that with a little small, like, you know, those little like 5-in-1 reflector disc. We have wedged that into the window, and then had the diffusion sheet like just kind of facing outwards. And yeah, I really like how this turned out. Also, we did use a lot of canned haze, so we just had that coming through onto his face, kind of lighting him up. I did want to have the lamp on, but it was kind of like too bright for me. Maybe if we had like some controllable bulbs, it would have made a lot more sense. But again, yeah, I have like the barrel distortion on the side and whatnot. I actually really fuck with it too. Like, this is probably one of my favorite parts. But in this scene, he wakes up and then somebody knocks on the door saying there's a fight outside. And if we actually go ahead and skip over where till he wakes up. I have my assistant director like say, all right, lights, and then he turns on the light, and I really like this look. It reminds me of the I Know You Hate Me video from Midwest, because you got like this orange and teal separation going on. So you got the moonlight coming through the window, and then you have the light kind of like hitting his face and kind of just making like some really cool separation too. That's what I like really like too. So like, boom, you got the light coming in from right here. He turns it on, and this just looks so good, bro. Like, and also I got like the grain and whatnot, and it's just making like really good sense. So Yeah, so you got like the catch light on his face right here, kind of lighting him up, and then you got the edge light of that purple hitting his shirt right here, and you got a little bit of shadow right here too, which is really sick. And then so he wakes up, boom. Then jumping back to this scene right here, still I got the lighting coming in from the window, and then I got the other lighting coming in from this other window, just kind of like ambient light, and then just lighting up his face. My bad if I'm like sounding hella monotone right now. I just woke up, but I really hope this recording comes through, because if it doesn't, I'm gonna be fucking pissed, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But this scene right here is actually pretty interesting. So he wakes up, and I guess one of his homeboys knocks on the door, say, "Hey, there's a fight outside. You need to hurry the fuck up." What I had Conrad do was go out here and set up a 65 watt bicolor light, which kind of just shines through, kind of replicating moonlight. We were gonna like put it up here on the stairs, but we didn't have access to that. But yeah, I just kind of had that like beaming kind of like through the side right here, kind of giving him some separation from the background. I'm not gonna lie, this new software is kind of ass, bro. But yeah, so you got this kind of shining and hitting him. I did want it to spill onto his shirt a little bit, but I didn't really have time for that. We were kind of off schedule. But yeah, this is hitting him, and then you got the ambient light from the lamp hitting his face. I really wish we had like another pavo tube to like put up on the door sill, so we can have like this top down lighting from him. But I really like how this turned out. It looks pretty good. And then see what else we got here. I see his face, he looking like a demon. I see his face, he look. Yeah, so again, using that 65 watt bicolor light set up at like 2400 Kelvin, kind of replicating moonlight here. Just had it like, I mean, this looks good, so I just kind of like tracked them through like the stairs, kind of give it like some cool feeling right here. But yeah, this is all like, I really like this scene right here. It looks pretty sick. But yeah, I had everything kind of like shining down onto him as they kind of like walk through the staircase down to the fight that's happening. So this scene is actually pretty interesting. Probably one of my It's probably one of my favorite scenes of the whole music video, to be honest. So what we had to do is on top, we actually ended up still using that 65 watt bicolor light set at 2400 Kelvin. And then, so yeah, I got that right there. Just kind of like giving him a little bit of edge light here too as they're fighting. This is a pretty goofy ass fight, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, this is kind of hitting his side a little bit. I also told everybody to turn on their flashlights, kind of get like some flares going on in the background. And then, yeah, that's kind of like lighting his side right here, kind of like getting him separated from like just the darkness, because I forgot which ISO I was shooting. I know it's pretty high. And then like right here, he had it set to a blue color. Same like color matching technique. Again, people with their flashlights on, kind of like lighting up the subjects and whatnot, because we didn't have a lot of light to work with and like the other side of the shot, because we had everything coming in from like this way, and we kind of just had like work with what we had, you know what I'm saying? So that's one thing that we had to do too. Yeah, shooting this on anamorphic was like hella fun. The flares were absolutely godly. Fall off and everything, I really fuck with that too. And then, what else we got? Let's see. All right, so in this scene, this is where it gets pretty interesting. So what I did was, I told Conrad. All right, so this scene is pretty interesting. People were wondering how we got a helicopter in the video. We never had a helicopter in the video. Basically, what I did in post was add like a helicopter sound, and just kind of turn on the light when I told him to. I was like, all right, lights. And then we had our extra man like be like, oh shoot, they finna get us, and we had everybody like book it through the alley. Super sick scene. But yeah, the anamorphic just really just did it. We also the light that he was using, I believe it's 300 watts, so it just kind of lit everything up. Kind of looks like a spotlight almost. So yeah, that's also hitting his face too pretty well. That the spotlight is pretty much doing this thing. I mean, we also got that 65 watt bicolor hitting him as well, kind of just getting like a nice flare. And then we have that 300 watt kind of like lighting up his face and saying, oh shit, we're running. But yeah, like right here, it's just like hitting him perfectly, bro. I swear this dude's made for the camera. So what I did was I took one of those star projectors that are on TikTok Shop, and I kind of just beamed it at him. And then I also took 2 mini like tube lights and kind of like lit up the scene. And then I had the DJI RS3 tracking him throughout the hallway as he's kind of like. This scene was also pretty interesting too. I had a light kind of like shining through the bathroom, kind of giving him like a little like side lighting just to fill it up. And also this scene right here, behind this wall, I also have a pink miniature light, kind of like giving it some depth a little bit. So in this scene, we got extremely lucky. Like when I mean extremely lucky, we got extremely lucky. So in this scene, it's pretty cool actually. So what we did was we had like one of these like small flashlight, like LED lights. I don't know what you call it. I know that my buddy has one that helped me out with this film. Shout out to Conrad. Yeah, so we just kind of had like that kind of silhouetting him a little bit, just kind of like this blue light. And with the whole like orange and teal theme, this light out here was doing this job, like for real. Because this was just like some ambient street light that was just happened to be in the window, you know what I'm saying? And then like this window right here is also like diffused glass, so it just made a whole bunch of sense just to use it. But yeah, I kind of had them bouncing back in here. We also used something called Canon haze to kind of light it. And yeah, same thing right here, the barrel distortion. I had the light kind of hitting him from this angle, and it's giving like this nice like hard light on his face too, around the edges of his clothing too, which looks pretty sick in my opinion. Right here, I had somebody draw on what's his name's face. I forgot his name. Damn, I totally forgot his name, bro. But yeah, I was like, yeah, bro, draw on his face because like this is a party scene, you know what I'm saying? And then the dry erase marker, we actually ended up using that on one of the clapper boards so we can like get time code and whatnot. We kind of just like put it on his face, you know what I'm saying? Because like also the dry erase marker is flexible, so we can just wash it off. But dude was like freaking out like, bro, it's gonna be permanent and shit, you gotta wash it off. Hella funny, bro. Hella funny music video shoot though. But yeah, I had a 65 watt bicolor light shining from the window through the blinds and shit, kind of like giving like a moonlight look. And then also I had this flashlight kind of separating his face, giving him a nice like roll off, you know what I'm saying? Where I had that 65 watt bicolor light going through the window, so boom, boom, kind of just hitting him. And I also used that Galaxy Star projector to kind of like mark little dots on the wall just to make the frame a little bit more interesting. Okay, this is me in the editing software. My audio is kind of fucked up because every time I played the video it would be all distorted, so I'm just letting you know. But yeah, right here I had a LED light on the door. It was magnetic. I also got the little dots on the wall just to add some words to the frame. Did some whip pans, you know what I'm saying? Just the classic shy visuals camera movement, you know what I'm saying? You know, if you guys watch my videos a lot, I have a really unique style, man. Like I put a lot of work into my visuals, so I'm glad you guys like this. I'm glad y'all been supporting me and shit. Yeah. This title card right here is so fucking fire, bro. Shout out to Tropicolor and Jacob Owens for designing this shit, bro. This looks so good. They make like templates in Photoshop. You can just put your name on there. It looks hella nice. But yeah, I got my rotating logo right there. But yeah, if you guys like this video, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe. I know this video is like hella long, but I promised I'll like get it out to y'all, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, fucking peace, dude.